Pacers.
Ooh.
All right, Pacers don't get a lot of pub. They don't get a lot of attention. And it's not that they... Every player say that they don't care about it, but you care. You want somebody to talk about you.
No doubt.
And we all talking. Talk to us about the Pacers.
I think they got an underdog mentality.
Yeah, he called it for sure.
I called it.
Oh, you called it?
Hey, well, listen. We love to be right, don't we?
Right,
We right about something.
No, but you know,
I called it.
The only thing that I was right about is the pace of the game and the more possessions. I think when you start looking, when they getting 20, 25 more possessions than their opponent, they got more of a chance to score winning points. So, like, whether they're down or they're up, they're always in the game. The three-point ball has kept them in the game, but their pace. So they're getting shots at a faster pace. They're playing up and down. They look organized. They're playing team ball. And, their leader is Tyrese Haliburton.
Head of the snake, for sure. He's been doing some great things.
Straight hooping.
Yesterday, those 4 threes in a row in that second quarter was big.
Oh, come on.
That set the tone on that comeback, and he's been proving a lot of people wrong with that overrated shit. I said it a few shows ago. Recount, dog.
All right, so I heard a little bit more about the overrated.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. There's about 9 players who voted.
9 players?
Oh,
Come on, man. Watch that then. Keep that.
Come on.
There weren't even that many players that's voted.
So they put gasoline on it.
The NBA. So let's say it's supposed to be 150 players. I don't know what it is, but it wasn't that many players that
that's
really.
why.
That's what I heard.
But a guy like him, all he needs is that type of ammunition.
All you need is a little chip. Just a little chip.
Like, they don't believe in me.
I just got something to say. Like, I was watching the games and they got these shirts on the sidelines and it say, "Yes, sir." Y'all see their shirts? I was like, that's kind of fire, dog.
That's fire.
That's kind of hard. Listen, ain't nothing like a slogan to get you going. Right. Ain't nothing like a good slogan to get you going.
Always be Brandon.
Bro, the branding, the yes sirs is crazy. Shout out whoever over there in that organization who thought of yes sirs. That's crazy to me. I love that. I thought I'd bring that up. So I was watching that.
So we know Tyrese is hooping, but we gotta look at the forwards for them. And I don't want to just name one player. I want to look at 3 of them. Turner.
Yeah.
Obi Toppin.
Yeah.
Siakam. Them 3 are doing damage, bro.
Yeah, they are.
Because when they're in randoms and you're switching, they're ducking in. They're not getting traditional post-ups. They're getting good positioning. They're catching and finishing. They're spacing the floor. They're running. They're doing all the dog work. And they're making those guards look unbelievable because you can't switch. And they're doing a lot of work. And when I talked about how good the Pacers were going to play, those were the 3 guys that I looked at. I say where these 3 guys go, that's where the team goes.
The Pacers play like they were the number 1 seed.
Right? Yes, for sure.
The Cavs play like they were limping and getting in the playoffs. A little bit like the Heat.
The Heat.
Yeah.
They kind of play a little bit like the team they smashed to get there.
So, I ain't mad.
now you feel better?
I feel bad. I feel good. Because you know what? I am that guy. You know how some people like to say, if a team beats me, I want that team to succeed. No, I'm not that guy. If you beat me, I want the next team to smash you too. I hate you.
Yeah.
So mind you, I got love on that team, but now I was a Cav hater.
I mean, obviously no one expected that, but why did the Cavs get smashed like that? Outside of an injury here and there, and when it comes to Garland and when it comes to Mobley, when it comes to Don, who got injured in that series, why did they get smashed like that?
Bad matchup.
Style of play.
You just mentioned the speed of the game. 2 bigs on the court.
Yep.
They're getting up and down. It's hard for those guys to identify who they're guarding, closeouts, attacking the closeouts, making the defense collapse, finding a shooter, one more knockdown shot. So it was difficult for those 2 bigs to kind of keep up with those wings that he just mentioned. The pace of the game definitely
was crazy.
Yeah, and then, obviously injuries, but the pace of the game was just too much for them to handle.
And I go with experience because, as much as no one's talking about it, the Pacers was in the Eastern Conference Finals last year.
On this show.
But some people, nobody's talking about it.
I said that right here on this show. Bar for bar.
Why did we
you talking about no one? No, your brother said that.
You said that?
He did.
And we can't forget about Siakam being a champion as well.
I'm just saying, like, the ingredients is there. And if you actually go back, because I went back to watch the 4 games that they got swept. And you learn a lot. Like, the Cavs are going to be better next year because of this series.
Allegedly.
Man, it's a lesson in every ass whooping.
Allegedly. Will be better.
Allegedly, you would think
that they're gonna get better.
You would think, right?
They were first in the Eastern Conference this year. You would think
the Pacers came back better from taking that ass whooping last year.
I mean, the Cavs obviously they have a young core.
Yep.
They had a very good year. They had a lot. Like you can't take away the season
the
they had.
defensive player of the year.
Yeah, it was
Coach of the year too.
Coach of the year, defensive player of the year. Don had a very mature.
He looked good.
Mature year. Really took his way to the next level. So it's unfortunate that it happened. So they had a very good year. If you're the PR for the Cavs, you're putting out a message that saying the future looks bright.
Yep.
It is super bright.
It is.
Fuck the future.
Now.
Yeah. And that was disappointing. And it wasn't about the injuries for me. It was about the getting into the fight, the competition. Like the one game where Donovan came out in game 3, was it when he had 40-something? 48. Donovan got into the fight that night.
Yeah.
Right? And his team got into the fight with him. After that, I didn't see really the fight in the Cavs. Like, go out swinging.
Right.
And I ain't talking about literally, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't see that. Like, number one seed, I got to go out, like, and I felt like the Pacers took the fight to them. The Pacers took that underdog mentality right to them, and they looked like they wasn't prepared for it.
Right.
Like, you got to be prepared for what an underdog is going to come and bring to you. When you know you got a guy that's coming in your house and they say he's the most overrated in the league, you better get some sleep that night. You better be ready because he's coming. He got to come and prove himself.
Yeah.
Not here, though.
Right.
And so I didn't see that mentality when it comes to the Cavs. And it just seemed like they were shell-shocked and shocked by the force that the Pacers was coming at them. Right. No matter what the league was, it never was safe because the Pacers never looked worried or concerned.
No.
Right.
Yeah.
They definitely looked worried or concerned. Anytime I turn on the TV, I look, I'm like, they good. I'm just looking at body language. I'm looking at how they playing the game. It didn't matter what the score was. They never looked concerned.
They never look concerned.
Like, because they got James Johnson over there, they weren't concerned about that smoke.
I was about to say, hey, it looked like an old school squabble when somebody hit your ass and you be like, oh, damn, this shit real.
Nah, but you said it last week that where you said they're playing like we better than y'all.
Yeah, we better than y'all.
I think Coach Carlisle plays a big part in that too because this is his second trip as a coach for the Pacers. The first time Coach Carlisle was the Pacers coach is when they had O'Neal, they had Metta World Peace or Ron Artest at the time. They had Reggie Miller, and remember they had the brawl, the fight in Detroit, and that they felt like that was their year, even the year before.
And
so
everybody thought it was their year.
And so when you look at what Coach turned around and moved to Dallas and done with Jason Kidd as a point guard, Steve Nash, Barrera, and you look at what he did in Dallas, and now he's a more experienced veteran coach with a young group of guys. You don't see him overcoaching. You don't even see him panicking. He sticks to his rotation. I think he actually is subbing based on feel because I'm watching him put guys in the game and guys get thrown out and he patting them on the back, and I'm watching how he's talking to guys like James Johnson. Mm-hmm. Coach has a lot to do with what's going on in Indiana. And him being in the finals, he's already been there. People are overlooking what Coach has done. He's a championship coach.
Yeah, 100%.
And they had a great staff, bro. I'm looking at every last piece and I'm like, okay, I see what's going on. And so, you got great players, but it does take a coach to give you the confidence and put you in the right position and system to be successful.
You're right. Shout out to TJ McConnell. I saw them give him so many isolations in this series.
Yep.
And he got to the money.
Mm-hmm.
Like to have once again, when it comes to the coaches, to have confidence and Hallie and other team to have confidence to get off the ball and let him go to work. He was going to work the last game in Indiana. He was cooking on that right wing. He was ISO on cooking. I was like, TJ getting ISOs?
Yep. That's how you utilize your personnel and understanding, the skill set of them. And also they talked about how Cleveland tried to shift in their zone, and the zone kind of like caught them off guard. And they was like, we got better because of spacing and getting the ball to the right people. And TJ was talking about that post-game. It's like, hey, we looked at how we could do better even in attacking their zone matchups and things like that. So TJ played well.